Hello and welcome to This Week in Privacy. My name's Alexis Kassifides and here are your regulatory highlights for this week. Bill C-11 for the Digital Charter Implementation Act was introduced, which proposes to reform Canada's privacy legislation, the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act. In particular, Bill C-11 would enact the Consumer Privacy Protection Act, as well as the Personal Information and Data Protection Tribunal Act. Key changes for organizations include modernized consent rules, data interoperability provisions, algorithmic transparency, expanded enforcement and oversight powers for the Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada, increased penalty provisions, and the creation of a tribunal system. The Privacy Commissioner of Canada, Daniel Therrien, welcomed the bill, highlighting the importance of its transparency and meaningful consent rules, as well as the order-making powers to be granted to the OPC. OneTrust Data Guidance will be hosting a webinar on Wednesday the 25th of November to examine the bill, as well as the benefits and challenges it may present. The European Data Protection Board issued a press release following its 42nd plenary session, announcing that it extended the consultation period for its recommendations on measures that supplement transfer tools from the 30th of November to the 21st of December. In addition, the EDPB noted that the European Commission presented its draft SCCs for international data transfers, as well as its draft SCCs for contracts between controllers and processors in accordance with Article 28 of the GDPR. The EDPB highlighted that, together with the European Data Protection Supervisor, it would draft a joint opinion on the two sets of draft SCCs. The EDPB also adopted a statement on the proposed ePrivacy regulation, expressing concerns on some new orientations of the discussions in the Council of the European Union, which could lead to fragmented supervision, procedural complexity, and a lack of consistency and legal certainty for individuals and companies. The EDPB stressed the need to adopt the new ePrivacy regulation as soon as possible. In New Zealand, the Office of the Privacy Commissioner released a set of model contract clauses to assist organizations prepare for the new information privacy principle of the upcoming Privacy Act 2020. The OPC highlighted that under IPP 12, organizations will be responsible for ensuring that any personal information sent overseas is adequately protected, with comparable privacy safeguards to those contained within the Act, and therefore will need to undertake the necessary due diligence before sending personal information outside New Zealand. As such, the OPC noted that organizations could adopt contractual safeguards to ensure the recipient organization is aware of its responsibilities. The OPC also highlighted that IPP 12 will not apply to offshore cloud storage providers if these providers are not using the personal information for their own purposes, or are subject to the Act in their own right. That's all for This Week in Privacy. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.